Okay, so today we are harvesting the Pink Cot. This is the largest apricot that we have on the farm. Look at the size of this apricot. Some of these apricots are 100 grams, which is almost the size of a medium size apple. So look at this size over here. And they are going to be harvested now. We have this tree over here and we got several others. We're going to go from one tree to the next. This year we had somewhat of a modest harvest, but as far as the Pink Cot is concerned, Pink Cot has not disappointed us. It has given us somewhat of a good harvest, and let's see how much we are able to harvest today. Look at these guys, very big, and the color is full and they're firm right now. And these we are going to send them to the market for the first time. We are experimenting sending it to the market for the first time. Usually what happens is we use our own apricots for our own mojitos, for jams. Our guests like to eat them, they like to buy it because they're organic. We get a good rate on the farm itself, but we have surplus this year. All the surplus is going to be pushed into the market. There are some people who would want to buy organic, and those are the people that we are targeting. So these are the Pink Cots coming your way. Now, although it might be organic, but in the market, this has got no value at all. This has got no value because it has these marks over here. Now, what are these marks? These are nothing but marks of hail. Now, because these are hail marks, this is going to sell as B grade, regardless of the value of the apricot, regardless that this apricot is organic. What determines the value of the fruit, unfortunately, is the looks. It's all about the looks. The fruit should look beautiful, and to make the fruit look absolutely spotless, one has to pump in a lot of chemicals. That's why the pesticide industry is not going to stop. That's why the amount of pesticides farmers are going to pump into their farms is never going to stop, because as long as everybody is going to look at aesthetically beautiful fruits without these natural scars on them caused by nature, caused by hail, when these fruits which are organic, they have no value, then the farmer will be pushed into making the fruits look beautiful. He will be pushed into pumping all those chemicals that make the fruit look beautiful. Well, let's discuss some technical specifications, technical details of the Pink Cot. The Pink Cot is a French cultivar. Over here on the farm, we have our apricots on Myroplant 29C, which is a semi-vigorous rootstock. So these trees that we have of all the apricots, including the Pink Cot, are going to be semi-vigorous. And the way we have trained them is we have trained them to an open center sort of a formation where there's nothing in the center. Over here, there's nothing at all. These branches are radiating outwards like that, so that we'll never ever need any ladders, hopefully. These branches, they are radiating from the trunk at an angle of almost about 45 degrees outwards like that. So we can come under the branch and harvest the fruit very easily. Pink Cot is not an early harvest variety. The early harvest varieties we had on the farm were the Prisia and the Hollycott, which we have already harvested. And after these two cultivars, we harvest the Pink Cot and also the Perimasi variety of apricot. So this is going to be ready now for harvest. For the market, you have to pick somewhat unripe. They shouldn't be completely ripe because they also have to make that journey to Delhi, to whatever markets you're sending them to. So they don't need to be extremely ripe because they're going to ripe in that journey that they're going to make. So we are harvesting these in mid June, and we are pretty excited because it's the first time that the apricots, or anything for that matter, from Meena Bagh Farms is going to be auctioned in the open market in Delhi. Now, apart from the auction, we also have a lot of organic buyers, people who want organic fruits, and those people are also going to get our apricots. They're going to be sent these apricots from us from here on the farm, freshly picked today. Tomorrow in the morning, they're going to reach Delhi. Today I picked them. It's almost about 3 o'clock. Tomorrow, these apricots are going to land in Delhi, and they should be distributed to whoever has ordered them. All very large apricots. This one is a little green and I'm going to let it ripen on the branch for a couple of days more. I'm only going to take out the apricots which are somewhat firm but they have the color, the trademark color of the pink cot. The pink cot has a slight blush, the reddish blush on one side, and they are yellow on the other side, red one side and yellowish on the other side. Now, our apricots are available for people in cities like Delhi, and they're also available for people in Chandigarh. These are the cities that we can deliver our apricots to easily. So, anybody wants organic apricots, do let us know, and we shall arrange for some kind of a delivery to your part of the world. So, like all apricots, at least most apricots, the pink cot apricot is also a self-fertile apricot, which means that these apricots do not require a pollinizer for the pollination to happen. You can have one apricot tree and that can still bear you the fruits, but cross pollination is always ideal. If you want a good quality of fruit, if you want large fruits, good size fruits, good quality, then cross pollination always helps. Otherwise, this apricot, or most apricots for that matter, do not require pollinizer. They do not require cross pollination because they are self fertile. So, okay, we got the apricots. This is the pink cot. Mostly it's pink cot mixed with some hollycocks which were on the branches. And these are the ones that we're going to pack into these boxes that we made out of a plain cardboard sheet. Now, all of these are 2 kilos. What we're going to do now is grade these apricots, grade the pink cot apricot for size. Now, the average apricot is this size. This is the size of an average apricot that you get in the market. But the pink cot is extraordinary. This is, look at the size difference over here. Yeah. Look at these guys. These guys are huge, but this is the average size that we have. Now, average size apricot is roughly about 60 to 70 grams. Now, let's check out the weight of the average apricot. The average apricot is roughly 53. Let's see this one, 59. This is the average size of an apricot, 47, 59. So roughly about 55 grams, not more than that. But the pink cot apricot is known for its size. And let's check out the weight of the pink cot apricot. More than double. This is almost 102 grams. Let's check out this one. This is even heavier. This is 109 grams. I have also harvested a pink cot apricot, which is almost 125 grams. Now that is almost the size of a medium sized apple. So this is the size. So the hallmark of the pink cot is that the pink cot is really very big. I think in these 2 kg cartons, we can perhaps accommodate not more than 15 to 16 of these. We'll find out soon. This apricot over here, for example, has been somewhat gnawed at by some kind of a larva, some kind of a pest over here. Now, this obviously has no market value whatsoever. An organic farmer, because he's not going to be spraying all those deadly chemicals which could get rid of the pest who has damaged these fruits, you are going to be having a situation where your apricots are going to be eaten by the pests like this, and most of your crop is going to be damaged. Coming to this apricot specifically, this is also cosmetic. It's just been gnawed at the surface. Now, this has been eaten at the surface, maybe pecked by a bird, maybe it's an insect, I don't know. But the damage has been done. Apart from the surface damage, this apricot is whole. There is no problem with it at all. And it's organic. But again, this is going to be selling in the B grade category. This is not going to be top grade. This one, this one over here, marked by the sun. And then we had the other ones marked by the hail. These ones marked by the hail. All of these are going to go in the B grade market. They are not going to sell because what sells is how good looking your fruit is. Nobody's interested so much, unfortunately, in whether the fruit is organic or not. Until that changes, pesticide use is not going to change. In this basket, we're going to put apricots like this, which have surface scars like this. And in this one, we're going to put any which are overripe. The overripe ones are the ones that we can dehydrate immediately. These ones, we can use them to make jams, and we can also use them in our cafe for mojitos and other things. Now, these are the options: making jams and having people buy those jams, making mojitos, selling mojitos, apricot mojitos. These are options not open to many farmers. I have that option. I have a cafe in Shimla, Cafe Khoblu. I have a farm stay over here. Those options are open to me, so I'm able to do it. Now you can imagine the plight of a normal farmer who is organic and he has marks like these on his apricots and he has to send these to the market. He's not going to earn anything at all.